This video is sponsored by Loot Crate. Loot Crate is the OG subscription box service that offers you guys a wide variety of customized and seasonal collectible items all in one stylish box. This month we have a special offer for you guys. It is called Loot Anime and their theme is Halloween. So you can expect to find Angel of Death merch, How to Keep a Mummy merch, Mob Psycho 100 merch, and the cream of the crop, the Junji Ito collection, the master of manga horror. His collection is exclusive to this month's Loot Crate. Get yours while supply lasts. Use my code in the description below and the top comment to get 15% off your Loot Anime experience and enjoy this year's Halloween with Japanese horror.
Prepare yourself, Tensei.
Subscribe and hit the notification bell to help us achieve the 300k mortal plan. Every soul counts. Goku's divorce from Chi-Chi has drastically affected his mental capabilities.
Nobody move! It's Chi-Chi! Oh crap!
Well guys, today we are back with a brand new story, a new chapter for Kale versus Goku x Kale. Now, this is the Dragon Ball fan manga that puts Goku and Kale on a romantic direction. They haven't reached there yet, but we'll see exactly where this goes in this story. In the last chapter, we found out the bombshell announcement that Goku has divorced from Chi-Chi a very long time ago. Originally, we had thought that Goku was trifling on Chi-Chi, that he was cheating on her, that he was looking around for another girl, and that is the reason that he was spending so much time with Kale. But it looks like Goku is an honorable man because he has actually gotten divorced from Chi-Chi before he decided to take Kale to the beach. And so this is officially their first beach date. It was not clear before, but it is 100% clear now. And let's see exactly what the aftermath is of this bombshell announcement. Let's go ahead and jump right in. Kale's getting a little upset, but she doesn't really make much of the announcement that, Goku is no longer with Chi-Chi. And so Goku keeps on yelling and screaming, "You know what, Kale, I give up. Let's have things your way." So he is essentially mimicking Kale this entire time because Kale has been going crazy since she's gone to the beach. She's extremely unstable. Obviously, she's a 20-something-year-old in this. So yeah, she is a much younger girl than Goku and much more wild than maybe even Goku can handle, and on top of that, she is also a berserker. So yeah, she is completely unhinged, and Goku is trying to show her exactly how ridiculous she looks, which she 100% realizes at this point because he's mocking her, and then he continues to do so, but in a more cute and flirty way, even calling her cranky pants. And he's trying to get through to Kale, but Kale is not taking the message. So Goku starts thinking which character from Dragon Ball he can mock or mimic to kind of get himself pissed off, and he has it. It is the one dude that's been there from the very beginning, and that is Vegeta. And so it's time to mock Vegeta for Kale's amusement, it seems like at this point. And so let's go ahead and jump into this mocking. 3, 2, 1. But just because I don't want to kill your ears, I am actually going to talk this part out in a very low register as opposed to what Goku is actually doing. So he does take a deep breath and he yells, "Kakarot, you dumbass. Why are you always one step ahead and wrecking my pride?" See, isn't that much more soothing to the ears? I just think of you guys. I don't want to hurt your ears.
Alright now, Gohan. When you get out there, try not to brag. About what? That's it, son. Don't let slip just how much stronger we are. Otherwise, Vegeta will be all,
Oh, but my pride, girl, I wish I were a carrot.
That's not inaccurate.
But yes, Goku is going crazy and ballistic, mimicking characters that would originally make him mad in Dragon Ball. And as Goku finally riles himself up, he manages to get a little bit of a snicker from Kale, and so at this point, Goku goes and sulks on another side of the beach. And Kale can barely gather her giggles. She is just about to crack up. And Goku at this point, I think realistically, he probably did piss himself off or make himself in that negative mindset that he was trying to mimic to show her how silly it was for her to be like that for every little thing that Goku has said. If you do not remember exactly how crazy she was going in the last chapter, I'm going to have a link to the entire playlist of Kale x Goku. Make sure to go ahead and check it out. Kale busts out laughing and says that she's not mad anymore. He can stop now, but he is still sulking. And that's when she pokes him and says, "Master, Goku?" And Goku's completely ignoring her because Goku now has officially made himself into this pissed off state. But of course, Goku is playing with her and he starts messing around with her, acting extremely silly, something that she 100% can notice. And can I just say that this outfit on Kale is A1 plus certified deliciousness. This is a good look on her. I 100% stand this look. And so Kale continues to try to get Goku's attention and thinks, you know what, I have the right idea. So as she lifts up her finger, a little bit of ki at the end, and slowly puts it toward Goku, she touches his back and shocks him with a little bit of her ki, making Goku start laughing because of course he is ticklish, and this is probably like an extreme tickle because she did infuse some of her ki into his back and now he is back to normal. And he's acting more childish than ever, but he is at this point I think lining up to Kale and they're getting along. It looks like this is the beginning of them starting to form something a little bit more, and Kale is showing that she can play around with Goku and Goku can play around with Kale. So that's really good to see, honestly. You need to see that character development before you start seeing exactly where the story is headed. A little bit of time passes and Goku's still on the stump, but Kale has been going around the beach collecting seashells. Now Goku is actually looking through his wallet and he realizes that he does not have enough money to pay for the ramen that they had ordered an hour ago because he doesn't have enough for Beerus, Whis, and everybody back at the planet, and he only has enough for Kale and him. So yeah, and that is like stretching it too. So Goku really didn't bring much money to the beach, and you can blame Chi-Chi for that one. You know she got hers once they decided to part ways. But Kale tries to grab Goku's attention and asks him if he would come off the log. Goku says why, and she says that she would like to talk, but he does look like a monkey up there. Now this is supposed to be played off for comedic effect, but Goku's tail comes up and scratches his head because she called him a monkey, and he says, "Are you done being crazy?" And in her mind, you know, she's kind of upset that he's calling her crazy. I mean, any girl is going to be upset if you call them crazy. But at the same time, she's thinking that maybe she's overreacting, and even though he's a little mean sometimes, the comment doesn't really anger her, so she's going to respond to it with yes. Again, this is not normal Goku from Dragon Ball Z. This is post Chi-Chi screaming at him for so long type of Goku that he does not want anybody yelling or acting erratic around him, which, yeah, he picked the wrong girl in that one with Kale. Kale finally agrees to use the technique that Goku was talking about, so that way Goku can show her exactly what happened on planet Namek. So she was originally worried about Goku going into her thoughts and seeing her emotions and everything, and she didn't want to do that. So Goku actually has a new secret technique, so that way she doesn't show him anything that she doesn't want to see, and Goku can actually show her the memory of going to planet Namek and becoming a Super Saiyan for the first time. And the description of this technique is basically put all her thoughts, feelings, and emotions, dreams, all the things that she want to keep secret from Goku, put those in a chest and seal the chest off. Now don't even think about them, don't think about anything, and that way when Goku gives her the mind meld and gives her those memories of Namek, Namek, that's all he's going to see, her watching those memories. But if she thinks of anything in that interim, if she has any thoughts that come up, then he will be able to see them. So I'm thinking that when they actually start this brand new Namek arc, which is all in her head, which is actually kind of cool to think about, that an entire arc or a chapter would be in her head. But yeah, once they go into this Namek arc, I think that she's going to see how Goku became a Super Saiyan for the first time and gonna go through a lot of the really cool moments from the Namek arc. But at one point, she's gonna start thinking about her attractiveness to Goku, and that is gonna come up, and Goku's gonna see that, and then that is what's gonna start off where Goku is gonna see Kale as a potential mate. And once her worries and everything is locked up nice and tight, he tells her to clear her mind, which she does, and once he touches her forehead with his fingers, she will receive the entire full story of Planet Namek. I mean, if she just bought the cassette tapes and had all of them with the Namek story on there, then she could probably actually, know exactly what happens on Planet Namek. But Goku's gonna give her the first-hand experience, so maybe she can actually be there and see it. It'd be kind of cool if she can interact with Super Saiyan Goku from Namek, or even Frieza. That would be kind of dope to see. But Goku points his fingers at her forehead, and off we go to the next chapter. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, because we are going to be covering the next chapter as soon as it comes out. You guys have been awesome. The winner of today's hashtag end of video squad, the soul that decided to stay till the very end of my previous video and drop hashtag end of video squad on their comment, is going to be Sage Vegan. Piccolo would win because of his special beam cannon, and he ain't a simp to Caulifla. I mean, let's go with the first part. If he actually ends up hitting Caulifla with the special beam cannon, no pun intended, but if he hits her with it, then yeah, that could actually mortally wound her or take out one of her limbs, which we saw in Dragon Ball Multiverse. If it was that kind of special beam cannon, that would be sick, honestly, to see. But he is obviously not a simp for any girl in Dragon Ball, unless I find a Dragon Ball fan manga where Piccolo is romantically interested in someone, which, who knows, maybe someone will write it and draw it. Thank you so much for your comment. Sage, this is going to be BlackScape signing off. Take care, guys.
Subscribe for more content.